Patricia, I don't know if you're in the need for spiritual understanding, metaphysical understanding, mental, or even your self-help, right?
I am, actually.
Okay, well then
I'm
great.
looking for new things on this 2023.
Perfect, because there's a podcast really cool out there. It's going to help you explore endless possibilities to better self-growth, actually. Like to welcome Will and also Karen, two very familiar people to the show.
Yes,
How are you both
welcome,
doing?
guys.
Hello.
Cooking from the heart, and he's the executive producer of the show, so we better do this right.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and get started. So you guys have a podcast called Skeptic Metaphysicians, right?
Yeah, it's the Skeptic Metaphysicians, and it all came about because in the middle of COVID, right, like everybody else, we had some challenges that we experienced, that we encountered, and this is our way of diving into some self-growth opportunities. We talk to psychics and spiritual awakened people and clairvoyants and mediums and all kinds of people like that.
Yeah, because it also has like a hint of like supernatural type stuff too, right?
We have covered the supernatural and the paranormal too, but it's really more focused on like spiritual awakenings and how to better yourself through metaphysical means, spiritual means, that kind of thing. Okay.
And actually today we're going to test your psychic ability. So we brought some cards.
Dances
I
no.
like that.
And they have a picture on them. And you have to guess and see if you can mentally figure out or have your guides tell you what's on the picture.
What is in the picture?
Okay, so we're going to start with
I like
Patricia.
that.
And just for clarity, your
Okay.
performance review hinges on this.
Nice.
No, doesn't count.
All right, I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right, so we're
Okay.
going to start with Patricia. She's gonna go first.
Okay.
Ladies first. What shape is on the back of this card?
But you're not showing me the
I know, because we're testing your psychic ability.
You have to,
Okay, a shape.
See through it like you see through
What do you
me.
think? What does it feel like?
Square.
Womp, womp, womp. It was a heart.
well, you're not far off because you've told us that your heart feels like it's trapped in a box. So maybe that's where it comes from.
That
So
means
that
I'm not
works, yeah.
starting this 2023 right.
We gotta do Quincy now. So it could be anything. It could be
Quincy.
shape, number, letter, word, anything.
Okay.
A shape
What am
number,
I holding here?
A shape, number, letter, word, or anything. I think it's a number. It's a number 9.
Well, you were close. It was a number.
Yeah.
2023.
We just
Yeah,
have to
I was
subtract
off
it
only.
from-
But you got number.
2,000.
You got
So
number.
3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7. You're close
But it
to
was
that.
a number.
You're
It was a
2
number.
away. Oh, my, 2 away.
I'm giving you partial credit on that.
So Karen, I have a question. How this podcast was received by the public?
You
What
know-
was the feedback?
We have gotten great feedback, and we were actually surprised at one point we were going to cancel it because it's a lot of work with editing and everything. And then we happened upon this page of reviews. Actually, it was like 8 pages of 5-star reviews, and people saying just incredible things about us. And now we've been nominated as finalists for the Signal Podcast Awards, so it has been really well received, and we're super excited about it.
Yeah, well, y'all are super excited and you both look happy, but I know like it's 3 hosts on this show. And we don't get along we don't all agree. So how do y'all get through agreeing what's what?
Big wall between us.
Right.
Yeah, we sometimes don't on the show. Her belief systems are somewhat different than mine in different aspects, and that's kind of what makes it fun for us because we're exploring all different paths, and we're realizing that all paths are just as valid and as good as another. The important thing is to just pick a path,
Gotcha.
and the show is meant to give you a lot of different paths, like explore one path per episode, so that if you think that you like Reiki, you can listen about Reiki and see if it's for you and check it out. If it's not, don't worry about it. Disregard it, go to the next episode. There might be a different modality that kind of resonates with you.
And we
instead.
talk about the science behind some of these things, and he tends to be more pragmatic and wants to see the proof, whereas I tend to feel it more and just believe it because of the
I love
enjoyment
that,
of
that you guys have a different point of view, and I think that what it makes the show an exit, like a success. So now, what was one of the best guest interview that you have, or maybe a weird situation?
Weird situation.
Do you remember?
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
Let's do a question first.
Okay,
Well, we
yeah,
choose one.
yeah.
All right, Patricia, this is all you, baby.
Okay.
What am I holding up here?
It's a shape, or it's a number, or it's a letter?
One of the 3.
Just
It's just what feels. This needs to feel. I'm like transmitting it to you.
let go, let your third eye take over, and just whatever pops to mind first.
I don't know.
Pick something random.
Just pick something that comes to
Say a
mind.
word.
A word?
Yeah.
She
No, just
said
tell me
it.
something.
She just said a word. That's it.
A letter M?
No, this was all for you.
Oh!
You couldn't feel the high heels?
Feel the high heel.
could not feel that? Okay,
All right,
so
Quincy.
I'm
All
assuming
right,
it's my turn.
Quincy.
And it better not be a pair of high heels
It
either.
is not.
Okay. All right, so that's probably, I'm going to go with a word, and the word is happy, because for real and something in the water.
Well, you know, it makes him happy to think of himself as a star, so that, that makes sense.
That's
right?
true.
Makes
That's
sense, yeah.
true.
I'll take it.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
one thing really quick before we run out of time, the show is not meant to be, well, I mean, it's very serious. We take the topics very seriously, but we have fun with it.
We do.
Like, we don't, we laugh a lot. I tell great jokes all the time, right? The jokes that people love on the cast and the crew. Of the show.
You guys know.
But
Yes.
it's meant to be fun, tongue-in-cheek, kind of just having a good time listening to some
But also
information
giving a
about.
lot of really good information
Yeah.
too. It's kind of, we call it a toe dip. So if you're interested in this stuff, but you don't really want to dive right in, you can just kind of listen to our podcast and get a little bit of information. We try to show all the viewpoints.
Perfect. So where can people find the
Yes.
podcast before we get out of here?
Best place absolutely is skepticmetaphysician.com.
Okay.
There you can actually subscribe to the show. You can watch the videos, listen to the episodes. You can follow us on our social medias. You can send us emails or voicemail, all that kind of stuff.
We
It's
love
all right
that.
there. That's the best
Perfect.
place.
You also post on Instagram, right?
Oh yeah, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. That's
Social media.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I don't know how we got through this segment without you not floor directing and you not being in our ear, but we made
Exactly.
it through. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
and you
you
guys
so much.
definitely got to go check out the podcast. And what does your body need to keep going? I don't know, but we will find out
Food?
after the break.
Body?
No, yes, we'll find out after the break.
Okay.